is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is, TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed.
When you get to this level, we can make sure we knock you from a $20 million man to putting in the news that people won't hire you no more and your career is done.
He was a high thinker and a guy that was always 30 steps ahead of whatever the curve was.
The spotlight is turning towards Jay-Z, with rumors swirling about his latest maneuvers to solidify his dominance in the music industry. Allegations of questionable actions he's taken for fame are beginning to surface. Stirring the pot is none other than Katt Williams, who's been making headlines recently and is poised to reveal some explosive details. Get ready, because things are about to get intense.
Anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Serious accusations are swirling, suggesting some deeply disturbing activities might be happening behind the scenes, including alleged occult practices and even hints of human sacrifices in the past. With recent revelations, eyebrows are being raised and fingers are pointing towards potential foul play. The bluntness of these allegations is what's truly grabbing attention. There is a growing call for a fresh investigation, all aimed at ensuring that Aaliyah finally receives the justice she deserves.
No name I won't name. It's up.
No, you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying?
Kanye West is going all in, alleging that not only his mom, but many others have been entangled in a sinister organization involved in human sacrifices. Despite the gravity of these claims, many people seem hesitant to investigate or challenge this shadowy force. Kanye, never one to hold back, continues to drop truth bombs, even if they're controversial or touch on what he believes are hidden truths. His fearless determination to speak his mind is sparking intense debates and reigniting widespread fears.
People are looking over. You know, the media has run all these stories smearing me for saying, hey, I can't be anti-Semitic if I'm a Semite.
Celebrities' recent statements have been raising some serious eyebrows, and there's a strange narrative emerging. Without outright saying it, some stars are dropping hints that there might be some shady stuff going down in the entertainment world, possibly even involving human sacrifices. Kanye West has been particularly vocal, suggesting he's not beholden to Hollywood big shots because he hasn't dabbled in that kind of darkness. But it's his cryptic allusions to a list of individuals possibly under someone's sway that really get the gears turning. Kanye seems to be hinting at the elusive Illuminati, implying that certain members might be tied to some sinister deeds. In this puzzle of words, Kanye leaves us to contemplate the shadows lurking behind the glitz and glam of showbiz. They can't control me. They can control Shaq and Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Beyonce and Jay-Z. Ain't no name I won't say. It's up. But who can stop Jay-Z? Rumors are flying that Jay-Z could be tied to some seriously grim stuff, like, yeah, that M word. Reports are swirling that he might have been involved in the M of his alleged mistress, Kathy White. And isn't it just bonkers how there's almost zero info on this Kathy White lady, who apparently met a sketchy end back in 2011? But now, journalist Liz Crone is stirring the pot big time, claiming she had a chat with Kathy before she bit the Liz is dropping hints left and right, hinting that Jay-Z might be in some deep trouble. And to add more spice to the mix, old blog posts are resurfacing with people saying they spotted Kathy chilling with Jay-Z and Diddy. With all the drama surrounding Diddy lately, fans are thinking Jay-Z might be next in line for a serious grilling.
Publicly shame like this, so left.
What's that?
Sean Carter is
Back in early September 2011, there was all this buzz in the local news and celeb blogs about this young woman named Kathy Coriana White. Some outlets even went wild, claiming she was Jay-Z's supposed side chick. But you know what? The big media guns were too busy with Beyonce's surprise pregnancy announcement, so Kathy's death kind of flew under the radar for most folks. And here's the kicker. Some of those outlets that were quick to spill the tea about Kathy later scrubbed her from their sites, shifting focus back to Beyonce's pregnancy.
The night's biggest moment, of course, was Beyonce's pregnancy revelation. First, with some of the press outside the theater before the show.
The rumors were flying thick and fast about Kathy. There was talk that she and model Claudia Jordan were spotted hitting up a Las Vegas club, kicking it at a table with Jay-Z and Diddy. Kathy must have had a whirlwind of gossip swirling around her, which can't be easy to handle. But that's the price of fame sometimes, right? And if you're in the mood for some detective work, check out Hollywood Street King's website. You'll stumble upon 3 separate separate blog posts from 2010, all dishing the dirt on Jay-Z's alleged fling with Kathy White. So, come March, Liz Corkin decided to revisit her tweet about Kanye and wrote, "Note the date. Hey Jay-Z, I was the reporter who talked to your alleged mistress right before she died, was Ahmed. I know everything. I know what you did. Go F yourself. Your time is coming. Maybe you and Diddy can share a prison cell together. Justice is coming." Some people might be quick to dismiss Liz as just another conspiracy theorist, but there are plenty of others raising some serious eyebrows. There is a belief that his remarks were directed at Jay-Z. Considering his track record, it's evident that he has consistently his influence, whether it pertains to securing Grammy wins or his conduct towards women. And his relationship with Foxy Brown is now a common knowledge amongst people. Foxy Brown, born Inga Marchand, has revealed that her entry into the rap industry had a significant price, especially during her youth. There are speculations that she alleges Jay-Z, then 27, took her virginity when she was only 15. The rumors further suggest that Hova, as the story goes, with purportedly generous attributes, financially supported her high school days by funding shopping sprees and pampering sessions at hair and nail salons, all with the alleged intention of establishing an intimate relationship with her.
In the beginning, we'd jump in the van, we'd go to Maryland, we'd go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Additionally, according to Foxy Brown, there are further allegations suggesting that Jay-Z has a preference for transgender individuals. The assertion implies that she learned about this aspect of his personal life when she started receiving calls an H from a transgender person shortly after Jay-Z reportedly transmitted a S-transmitted infection to her.
I think about what I'm gonna say. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I think about what I'm gonna do.
It's claimed that during one of her encounters with Jay-Z, Foxy Brown asserted that a video recording took place, and the session wasn't as private as one might expect. Allegedly, another high-profile figure, the versatile Jamie Foxx, known for his role as Wanda in the iconic sketch comedy show In Living Color, was said to be present during this encounter. The plot thickens as Foxy reportedly disclosed that Jay-Z had pressured her into signing multiple non-disclosure agreements or gag orders related to an intimate encounter involving all three of them: herself, Jamie Foxx, and Jay-Z, which she described as a threesome. The narrative takes a dramatic turn when, shortly after this incident, the alleged videotape of the rendezvous mysteriously vanished from Foxy's home. She firmly believes that Jay-Z played a role in the disappearance, raising suspicions about his involvement in the supposed theft.
Russell and I, the president of my record company, we got together and I said, Russell, I want to call a truce. I said, I want to have a sit down with Kim and I want to actually,
Beyond these sensational claims, Foxy Brown allegedly unveiled another intriguing aspect of Jay-Z's life. She hinted at an enduring connection between Jay-Z and Larry Johnson, suggesting their relationship may have been more than just a casual friendship. The fact that Jay-Z once shared an apartment with the NBA player, who had a prior association with Rocawear, added some weight to her insinuations. In her alleged candid recollection of her experiences with Jay-Z, Foxy didn't hold back in expressing her sentiments about Jay's wife, Beyoncé. Reportedly, her feelings towards Beyoncé were far from positive, as Foxy Brown purportedly claimed that Beyoncé had also been infected by Jay-Z. She said, "Now he is with Beyoncé, F that halitosis-infected H. If these allegations prove true, it's undeniably distressing, given the apparent victimization of Foxy in multiple ways. She not only allegedly suffered from an infection, but also claimed to have been a victim of SA as a child." Drawing a comparison to Jay-Z's actions with R. Kelly's blacklisting after accusations of CM raises questions about Jay-Z's own actions if Foxy's charges are accurate.
Owed him $1 million for his work on the Jay-Z collaboration, The Best of Both Worlds.
According to the allegations, it appears that Jay-Z allegedly began Foxy at a very young age. The connection between them started when Foxy was approximately 14 or 15 years old during her involvement in LL Cool J's I Shot Ya remix. As Foxy delved deeper into the music industry, she collaborated with various prominent artists, with Jay-Z standing out as a recurring collaborator and co-writer. Their debut major duet, Ain't No N, was featured on the soundtrack for the film The Nutty Professor, released in 1996, although it had been recorded back in 1994. This track began with Jay-Z's self-assured lyrics, which opened with a provocative nod to Foxy Brown. Fox Brown, "Yeah, Jay-Z, what? I keep it fresher than the next buy. No need for you to ever sweat the next B. With speed, I make the best B see the exit indeed." He continued, "You gotta know you're thoroughly respected by me. You get the keys to the Lexus with no driver. You got your own 96-something to ride. And keep your tied up in Versace, that's why." The controversy surrounding Foxy Brown's age at the song's release in 1996 remains remains a point of contention. However, official records indicate that all pre-mixed recordings, including vocals, were completed by 1994, when Brown was approximately 14 or 15 years old. Her debut album, Il Nana, hit the scene when she was just 17, featuring no less than 5 co-writing credits with Jay-Z. Notably, one track on the album, Il Nana, carried a distinct imprint of Jay-Z's influence, suggesting a deeper connection in their relationship. The atmosphere was getting, one might say, a bit spicy.
Jay and I come from nothing together. My cousin Clark Kent, we're gonna be all the way real. Everybody must say this, but Clark Kent is the reason why we are all.
Wendy Williams also expressed skepticism about Jay-Z and Foxy Brown's relationship. When announcing the release of Foxy's memoir, Wendy made remarks suggesting there was something dubious about their connection. Foxy Brown has a memoir coming out in December. You might not care. The book is calling up on the most controversial moments of her history and life and hip-hop and so on and so forth. Kim Osorio, please don't be weak with this writing. Please. If you're gonna tell it good. Foxy is very open about her life. But I remember when Foxy and Jay-Z had I'll Be Foxy was the star of that. Jay-Z and Foxy Brown were allegedly a romantical thing. All right, I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce. Allegedly. And the general public also had its own views. One person on the internet wrote, "Fox is beautiful. She never needed anything to me. I loved her raps, and I always didn't like Jay. He always seemed like an ugly duckling to me. He just had talent and poetry, so you just gotta respect it. Jay ain't innocent. He and Bey stand under their umbrella of lies. Stay woke, y'all." Another one added, "I never knew exactly what went on BTW them. Obviously something definitely happened, Esme, because Foxy has not put out music in years. 519, I believe Jay-Z has massive pull in the industry. 8 years ago, the world was stunned by the departure of Prince, sparking a whirlwind of speculation and rumors about the circumstances surrounding his passing. Now brace yourself, as whispers suggest that Katt Williams, known for his recent outspokenness and revelations, might shed light on the mystery. With Katt's penchant for uncovering truths and offering glimpses behind the curtain of the entertainment world, and with Jay-Z's name involved, there's talk that he's poised to delve even further into the shadows to unveil what truly transpired with Prince. You might be tempted to dismiss it as just Katt being Katt, but remember, everything he revealed in that infamous interview turned out to be true. Plus, Katt and Prince were close pals, so it's not outlandish to think he might have some insider knowledge. Could we finally be getting some closure on one of music's greatest mysteries? According to Katt, it's about time the truth came out, and he's ready to take on the task. Let's dive into it. All right, so we all recall the narrative that was presented to us. Prince, the iconic artist, passed away at 57, discovered unresponsive in his Minnesota estate. The official explanation was an accidental overdose, attributed to counterfeit Vicodin laced with a potent synthetic opioid. But let's face it, that explanation left many of us with lingering questions, ones that still hang in the air today. Now, before we delve into the mystery, let's address why Katt Williams might be the one to spill the beans. It turns out Katt and Prince were tight. They were as close as can be, like peanut butter and jelly. In that unforgettable interview with Club Shay Shay, Katt let slip that Prince wasn't just an acquaintance, he was a real friend. Shannon Sharpe, the interviewer himself, asked Katt about meeting Prince, and Katt casually revealed that Prince was more than just a passing acquaintance.
He was just an amazing individual. I was able to meet him when I was 12, and I knew him my entire life through all of his changes.
Shannon, in full fanboy mode, gushes about Prince's extraordinary talents, his mastery of multiple instruments, and his mesmerizing performances that seamlessly blend singing and dancing. Katt nods in agreement, acknowledging that Prince was indeed in a league of his own. He then hints at the depth of their relationship, suggesting that he had known Prince his entire life. Katt opens up about their profound connection, sharing glimpses of their conversations about everything from lyrics and music to women and cars. Apparently, Prince's car collection wasn't just about the vehicles, it was filled with stories, and Katt Williams was part of that narrative. They bonded over essentials, musical genius, appreciation for women, and a shared love for sweet rides. Katt even hints at how they supported each other through various challenges, especially when navigating the harsh realities of the music business.
Because we share certain things. Our connection was lyrics, musical lyrics, women, and cars.
So, when Katt Williams hints that he's privy to the real story behind Prince's departure, it's not just some random speculation. He was there, sharing more than just a few laughs with the purple one. In a 2022 interview with Arsenio Hall, Katt spilled the beans on how he was inspired by Prince and spent a cool 5 years as a rapper before transitioning into the comedy scene. It all began after a meetup with Prince at the tender age of 12 in Dayton, Ohio, where Prince was performing at the University of Dayton Arena. According to Katt, this encounter marked the beginning of a lifelong connection, with Prince serving as a guiding force. He even credits the legendary singer for boosting his self-esteem, attributing his confident swagger to Prince's influence.
I met Prince when I was 12.
Where did you meet Prince when you were 12?
In Dayton. After
Really?
he performed at UD Arena. Yeah, I mean, I knew him my whole life.
In his trademark style, Katt drops some wisdom about Prince being a high thinker, always steps ahead of the curve. While we all know Prince was a musical genius, playing more instruments than most of us can name, here's the kicker. Katt suggests that Prince also imparted lessons about embracing one's uniqueness. Prince's influence extended beyond music, teaching Katt the importance of being true to oneself and embracing individuality. This guidance shaped Katt's approach to his career and life, highlighting the profound impact Prince had on those close to him. As speculation swirls around, some fans are drawing connections between Katt's statement about Prince always being 30 steps ahead and the cryptic remarks Prince made before his passing. They're piecing together theories suggesting that perhaps Katt was privy to something Prince knew, something sinister. There's speculation swirling around, hinting at potential plots against Prince. Prince was notorious for dropping cryptic lines, and some believe he might have confided in Katt. Let's delve deep into the rabbit hole of theories surrounding Prince's death, because some individuals out there believe that the official reports are nothing but a pile of lies. Prince's insights into Hollywood took on a more ominous tone when he tragically passed away in an elevator. The circumstances surrounding Prince's death inside an elevator were particularly eerie, according to L.A. Reid, especially given Prince's known apprehensions about elevators. As depicted in the following video from E.T., Prince's friend Reid discussed the unsettling discovery of Prince's lifeless body in an elevator.
One time when I was with him privately, he said, "You know what the elevator is, right?"
No.
I said, "No, what's the elevator?" He said, "Well, the elevator is the devil."
According to E.T., Reid shared Prince's aversion to elevators. Prince held a belief that elevators were sinister in nature, often referring to them as instruments of the devil. This perspective on elevators was encapsulated in Prince's 1984 song, Let's Go Crazy. In the song's lyrics, Prince likened elevators to malevolent forces that might attempt to bring a person down. He sang about the struggle to ascend by pressing a higher floor button, symbolizing his defiance against the negative influence he associated with elevators. He sings, "And if the elevator tries to bring you down, go crazy, punch a higher floor. If you don't like the world you're living in, take a look around you. At least you got friends. You see, I called my old lady for a friendly word. She picked up the phone, dropped it on the floor. Ah, is all I heard. Are we gonna let the elevator bring us down? Oh no, let's go." Reid recounted a conversation he had with Prince regarding the artist's feelings about elevators. This discussion left Reid feeling uncomfortable as it delved into the topic of the devil, something he was uneasy discussing. The news of Prince's lifeless discovery in an elevator on the first floor of Paisley Park, Prince's residence and studio, deeply perturbed Reid, given the context of their previous conversation. One time when I was with him privately, he said, "You know what the elevator is, right?" I said, "No, what's the elevator?" He said, "Well, the elevator is the devil." It scared me. I don't like to talk like that, but he said that. So for me, it was like really haunting when I read that he was found in an elevator, which was what triggered the public because they think it might connect to him being outspoken against the industry. Prince undeniably stands as one of the most influential musicians in history, with a remarkable career that extended across more than 4 decades. His legendary status within the music industry is underscored by the extraordinary achievement of selling over 100 million records worldwide, a distinction attained by only a select few. Prince's global influence is immeasurable, and although he is primarily celebrated for his music, he also made forays into the realm of film. Prince was more than just a musical icon. His artistic range extended to his image, where he became a symbol of androgyny, challenging gender norms and racial stereotypes. With bands often featuring talented female members, he championed women in the industry. However, his commitment to women's empowerment also fueled rumors, contributing to his disillusionment with the music industry.
Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool. It's cool to get on the computer.
In his impactful career, Prince, who sadly passed away at 57, stood as a pioneer and sometimes a controversial advocate for artist rights. Throughout the 1990s, he engaged in open conflicts with the music industry, resorting to protests like etching slave onto his cheek and adopting an unpronounceable glyph as his name, expressing deep dissatisfaction with major labels. He famously said, "Record contracts are just like, I'm gonna say the word slavery. I would tell any young artist, don't sign." In a 1996 interview with the Los Angeles Times, Prince expressed such disdain for the music industry that he revealed a desire to pursue a different career path, saying, "If I knew the things I know now before, I wouldn't be in the music industry." Had Prince been an emerging artist in 2022, he would likely have thrived in today's music landscape. Modern artists enjoy greater autonomy and aren't as reliant on major labels. Prince's musical brilliance and entrepreneurial spirit challenged the notion that artistic decisions should be solely controlled by corporate executives, showing that artists can be both creative forces and savvy entrepreneurs.
There is a war going on. The battlefield's in the mind. And the prize is the soul.
Prince's enigmatic nature and statements have led some people to believe that he may have predicted his own death. His brief and somewhat awkward interaction with social media included his last Instagram post just before his passing. This post featured a picture of him along with the since-deleted message, "Just when you thought you were safe." Given Prince's tendency for mysterious pronouncements, some more conspiracy-minded individuals on the internet have interpreted this message to suggest that he might have had a premonition or sense that he was in some form of danger. However, such interpretations are speculative and not based on concrete evidence. One of his friends, Maya Washington, said, "Before you meet him, you have the idea of him being this thing. He's untouchable, he's a unicorn, he's a meta-planet. So the first thing I was taken aback by, and a lot of people are taken aback by, is his size. Because I'm short, I'm 5'3", and he's shorter than me. But that aside, he is a unicorn. He's somehow floating when he's talking." Some individuals have suggested that Prince may have predicted his own death during his final public appearance at a party held at Paisley Park, shortly after receiving treatment for an overdose and just days before his passing. According to reports, Prince told those in attendance, "Wait a few days before you waste any prayers." This statement has led to speculation and interpretations that he might have had a foreboding sense of his impending death. However, it's important to note that such interpretations are based on the circumstances surrounding his final days and remain speculative. However, fans also think that he is himself responsible for his own death, as one person commented, "I grew up a Prince fan. I stopped listening to him years before he died. It was so many things I found out that I would never praise an entertainer again in my life. All of them are paid to entertain and keep you blinded from the truth. Hollywood is evil wood, the devil's playground. He was a big player in his own death, and he was dead after some time." Music legend Prince died after taking what he thought was Vicodin, but was actually a counterfeit painkiller that was laced with a Minnesota prosecutor said in announcing that he would not be filing criminal charges in Prince's death. In all likelihood, Prince had no idea he was taking a counterfeit pill that could kill him, Carver County Attorney Mark Metz said at a news conference in Chaska. Others around Prince also likely did not know that the pills were counterfeit containing fentanyl. Despite an intensive investigation, there is no reliable evidence showing how Prince obtained the counterfeit Vicodin laced with fentanyl or who was involved in procuring those pills, Metz said. And reportedly, Katt did not delay in connecting it with Jay-Z. He persistently voiced his apprehensions about an unjust system, challenging the established norms. In his unyielding journey, he managed to carve out a distinct place for himself in the industry. Notably, he unveiled a facet that adds to Jay-Z's current authority and sway, a connection with numerology that largely contributes to his pervasive power. According to Kanye, Jay-Z has shown significant interest in the occult and have been linked to human sacrifices in the past. Kanye West's close bond with them was once considered among Hollywood's strongest connections. Their friendship seemed genuine, leading us to believe it would last indefinitely. However, this perception was shattered. Kanye's words were direct. He asserted that not only his mother but also others had been sacrificed, and yet a veil of silence shrouds this alleged dark group. Those who resist control reportedly experience trauma or disappear. Known for his candid expressions, Kanye remains unafraid to voice his thoughts, whether they pertain to anti-Semitism or uncovering instances of human sacrifices. In addition, Kanye asserted his immunity to control by Hollywood's higher-ups due to his lack of involvement in any harmful acts. However, he proceeded to outline a roster of individuals who could be influenced, prompting us to infer that he might be alluding to those associated with the Illuminati and who have a history of causing harm to innocent lives. It appears increasingly clear that Prince was not overly preoccupied with the workings of the physical world or what would transpire after his transcendence. Perhaps he had a deep-seated confidence that his legacy was firmly established through his life's accomplishments, and he was content to leave the unfolding of events to fate as he embarked on his journey to the great beyond. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.